Alright folks, what's happening? It's me again. I'm sure many of you already are aware because of my Instagram. I have now got a dog. Say hi, Maggie. She's shivering at the moment because she's a bit cold. Or excited, I'm not sure which. She's just a bit daft at the moment, so she is. She's a wee Jack Russell Terrier. She's a raw wee puppy. It's been interesting so far. She's shat the floor a few times in the house. So I'm hopefully getting that trained out her because I don't fancy that all the time. Anyway, that's not what this channel's all about anyway. But there will be some videos with her involved in them because she'll be in the cab with me because that's what she's for. She's going to be a wee companion, you know. She'll be in the cab with me and she'll hopefully nail some mice as she gets older. That's what these kind of dogs are for. Good wee farm dogs. So since silage is finished now and that's the harvest done as well, I'm now bringing bales in and we're stacking them in the big shed round the back. And we've cleared 2 fields up the road and they're in the Dutch barn up the road, so they're already stacked, but I've got 200 bales to bring back from another farm that I baled at, that we bought straw off of, but we had to go there and bale, so I've got 200 bales there, so they have to get carted back at some point, hopefully soon. But at the moment I'm bringing bales home from the fields up around about here, and yeah, so that's what I'm up to at the moment. So this is our second cut pit. She's just above the walls. Had somebody saying on my last video that my silage pit wasn't that high. I needed to change what I called high apparently, so well, it might not be that high, but the walls are about 3 metres up, you know, so I would have said it's a fair height, you know. It doesn't look that high because this pit's up above the walls as well, but at the other side, you know, she's a fair bit higher. So and that shed there's 20 foot to the eaves, the crimp shed, so she's a fair height, you know. So when you're up there, you're not far away from it, you know. So when you're on top of this pit and it's this pit's third and first cut, you know, you're a fair height up here now. You're looking across and you're not that much lower than the 20 foot shed, 20 foot to the eaves there, so it's pretty high I would have said. Looks worse down this way because well, you've got the soil banks at the side that hold the walls up and then down to the equipment park. It's a shame we don't have a shed for some of our equipment, but all the main things kept inside in the Dutch barns. So what do you think, Maggie? Aye. Anyway, let's get going, put some bales away, and yeah, let's see what footage we can get today. This man, 2 doors needing sorted. It does this all the time, so pretty sure it's an easy fix, but pain in the arse. You're fleeing about the yard and then the next thing the door decides it's flying round at you, so you kind of shit yourself a little bit. So I've got a wee bungee here attached on and that keeps the door in place. So, hey Maggie, get back in there. She kind of sits down, she sits down in there, which is happy enough, and she usually sleeps. Either that, she tries to eat what's on your wellies. She's a little bugger. So this is how much I've got done so far. I've been bringing bales in and sitting them outside the shed with the spikers on the tractor and well, filling the yard up, and then every so often, once that's kind of filled up out there, come in and use the spiker. This is what I'm using to stack at the moment. She's 4-pronged, she's quite easy to do, to be fair, but as it gets harder I might switch to the soft hands and just you wait there, you. Aye, and then get it stacked a bit easier as it gets more difficult to do, but at the moment it's easy enough to use the 2 spikes and then I come in and stack them in. So usually it would only be this end bay, so there's a can't see it now. There's a wee slot hole somewhere in here, and that's where we'd slot one of the poles in, and that big gate comes round here, and the other gate's at the other end of the bales, and then this would be a pen as well. So usually it's only that end bay that gets the straw in it, and the Dutch barn there, but because we've got that many bales, we're filling this pen up at the moment. We've got no cattle in, so it doesn't matter just as much, and so we're leaving this pen available. But we'll see, we might put some bales in here, but we're not sure just yet. That dog's an idiot. It's just no. She's a muppet. Anyway, recently mucked the shed so that we could fill it up with bales, and now we wouldn't need to worry about mucking it. So the fat bullocks are enjoying their freshly bedded straw. And yes, so then there's a cull Jersey. Couldn't get her in calves, so just try to fatten her up a little bit before we put her away. Just one of the things. So yeah, fill the shed up to the gunnels. Some 5 high there, maybe a bit much, but trying to save as much room as we can. Right, Maggie, let's get going. Sitting close enough together there, you know, so. it's getting harder to stack because Dad built this back bay. I know what he was trying to do, like set a boundary, but it's not very easy for me because, well, I'm trying to reverse in, stack them up, and then this is getting in the way and I can't do it. Got to manoeuvre the angles, it's been a bit awkward, you know. So right, I'll remove it, and then it means I can reverse through. I might even take that pole out, the centre pole, so I definitely don't hit it. But shed's getting filled up nicely. Yeah, that was bad stacking by me. See a gap, big gap in there, so I'm just going to try and shuffle that in. Just a little bit, make it more stable. Want to make things safe, you know. That's definitely a lot better already. I think half the bother is the bale on the bottoms is slightly smaller than the one on the top. Anyway, that looks a lot better anyway, that'll do. Right, shift this wall that Dad made. It's just getting in the way. I think I will take that pole out, and that'll make things a lot easier. In the right coos. Get that out of the way. You don't want it going in the hole, so it's just a sleeve, and just makes things easier when you're mucking out or doing anything in the shed. But I didn't take it out when I was mucking out because I was lazy, but doesn't take much to move them. Hey Maggie, what are you seeing? What are you seeing? Right, get back in your wee pocket. Good girl. Right. Pick up these 4. Maybe. Got these 4. And straight on top of these 2. Perfect. Just making sure it's safe. Shove the bales. The top one's moved a little bit, that's it, perfect. I'll shift this wee stack so that I can get right in at this proper angle on it. Move these 2 down to the front and move that one up there. So there's 2 down there that need 2 on top of it, and that one can go up there, and then that's me back to having the right number of bales. Up you go. hoping the camera's getting these angles. Right, that'll definitely make things easier for me. Ooh. Good. Right, hopefully things will be a little bit quicker now. You just done a huge stretch there. She fell asleep for quite a while. I've no idea how, because it's really bumpy out there. The yard's a bit of a state, right enough. It's been raining like buggery, but shed's getting pretty full now. So it's just about to run out of the kind of easy stage. Better get her before she jumps out. She's done that before, not a good idea since you're wee. Huh? Right. So, getting pretty full as I said, so I might just manage to keep stacking them 2x2s like that for this next run, but I'm kinda wondering if I'm going to struggle with that, so I might need to put these soft hands on and get it right. But aye, she's fallen up, so yeah, plenty of bales. So I'm going to need to go and get the tractor, bring more in and set them out in the yard and stack them. It'd be far easier if I was doing this, bring them in, Dad stacking them, and then aye, could keep going, but there's the dung, so I can eventually get to my plough and get the 25 acre of winter barley in, and then that would be that done. So get all the jobs done at once and we'll get there. Yes. So this is a spiker outfit. Really need to give this girl a wee wash after being on the silage pit. Grass randomly stuck everywhere. Need to get the mud guards back on, take them off when I'm on the pit, stop there. Just in case any grass gets in the wrong bit and it just rolls round, you know. And then you end up wrecking your mud guards. So this is Dad's homemade spiker that we've got in the front here. It's made out of an old buckrate he had years ago. I'm not sure what it would have been on, possibly the old Fergies. So pretty simple, easy made, does the job. And then we bought, I did have a homemade back one. I don't trust you just yet. We did have a homemade back one, but it eventually buggered up, and then this was at a farm sale, so we bought it. So it's a graze, so we can get 4 bales on this pretty easily. It's quite good. The only problem is whoever had it before, I think, had silage bales, heavy silage bales, so the tube, the square box, the box section here isn't hardy enough, and so it must have been heavy silage bales that's bent them down. So you can see there, almost where it should be up here against this, but it's not. So got to make sure the top line's adjusted enough, because there's been a few times coming down the road, and because it was angled down the way like that, a bale or two's fell off every now and again, and you don't notice till you're back at the farm and you're like, oh, I've only got 3 bales. So that was not sure if anyone else has encountered the same, but aye, pretty much that's what happens. So got a wee box for Maggie to lie in at the moment till she gets used to not touring about the cab. Sometimes she sleeps underneath sleeps in under there, but most of the time I like to try and keep her in her box, and then that means that she'll learn just to lie down. She sleeps a lot in there, which is pretty good. But yeah, better go get some bales. Let's get going. Bit of condensation building up there. Right, so that's me in the stubble field up the top here. All the fields round about down the bottom, they've all been cleared to the sides, so I'll need to do that with the bale trailer. But this field up the top and the big hill over there to the left, I've had all these to bring in. This field was all doubled up, which was perfect, and next door's bales were all moved into here so that Dad could spray it for that cooch. So aye, there's a lot of bales in this field, a lot more than there should be, so it's taking a wee while. Plus having to drive up and down the farm track, it's been a bit bumpy, so you're driving a lot slower than you'd like to be. So aye, but at least they're all doubled up and it's a lot quicker to come in and batter on with what you're needing to be doing. You'll see some sheep wandering about. They're in they're on the whole farm, free range, you know, quite good at keeping the grass down. There we go, first two bales on, and aye, just keep battering about. So the two bales there, they were two burst bales out of there that I had to go in and rebale with a baler, so I brought them into here, sat them down. So of course I'll need to double them up myself, but aye, pretty good. No wastage, just rebale your burst ones. You'd almost say the spikes in the bottom are too long, just with the way they're catching the bale as you're shoving it up, you know. But it doesn't, and it's never burst any bales, so happy enough with that. I didn't go low enough for that, right enough this there, but I'll be alright. Driving one-handed, isn't he? Very handy. See, if I lifted it a bit higher that would have been fine, but wouldn't have caught the bale, but she's on now. And away we go, back down to the farm we go. Away down the road to the bottom of this green field there, the wee farm track, away down the round. Bumpy as hell, but it's better than traipsing across the fields. Well, I'm traipsing across the field at the moment, but that's just what you do. But less compaction if you use the roads. You drive across the grass fields, you bugger it for next year. So, get out of my way, sheep. But hey. basically this field is cleared now. So I've just got so that's the big hill field, as I was saying earlier, so I've got that to clear now, but I've finished scattering about this field to get all of these bales in, so a lot less running about, so I'll just be straight into that pile. So aye, pretty good, but hope you all have enjoyed today's video. As I'll be seeing you'll be seeing a little bit more of this little shit as future videos are coming along, so hopefully you all enjoyed. So aye, we'll see you all next time. I'll probably be ploughing, I would have thought, but I'm not sure, things always change here. What are you doing? Anyway, that's it, that's all for me, so thanks for watching, we'll see you all next time. See you, bye.